back to my channel and a long time no see. So it has been almost 2 weeks since I've filmed, which is kind of crazy. I typically film, you guys know, about 1 to 2 videos a week, but we've had a lot going on here lately. So about 2 weeks ago, my brother and his family came here. We only see them like twice a year max. He lives out of state. And so anyway, they came here to visit. So of course we spent family time with them, especially since we don't get to see them very often. And then last week, sadly enough, my husband's grandmother passed away. So of course we were with family and we had her service and everything. She was 93, so she had a very long, wonderful life. But of course, like I said, we were, you know, celebrating her life, and we were with family and things like that and had her service and whatnot. So today is actually Monday now when I'm filming this video, so we are kind of just getting back into routine and whatnot, and just getting things back in order since we did have a busy last couple of weeks. So anyways, today we are back to filming. I am going to be filming a thrift with me, and then we're also going to be doing a thrift haul of items that I will be using in my kitchen this year for summer 2022. So right now, let's head to the thrift store, let's see what all we can find, and then we'll come back here to my house and we'll share a haul of everything that I picked up the specific day that I went thrifting, and then also some items that I have incorporated into my home that were thrifted or antique store finds over the past few months. So anyway, let's head to the thrift store now. Alright you guys, so this particular day when I got to the thrift store, they had a lot of really good things. So as you can see, I found some florals. They also had some pieces that would be great on shelving as far as little brass accents. They also had some faux plants, just a little bit of everything, but I was pretty impressed with the items that they had this day. One of my favorite pieces that I was shocked to find was this little Bud Vase. It's actually a Magnolia Home Bud Vase, and it was only $2. I absolutely loved it. It looked brand new. You guys know that I work at this local thrift store, so I love going in here every week and sharing with you guys the items that they have that are my favorites. So they have everything from furniture to glassware to, like I said, home decor for shelving, greenery. I found a lot of thrifted pieces in here that I absolutely love and that I enjoy incorporating into my home. So if you have never tried thrifting, I highly encourage it. Check out your local thrift stores, see what you can find, and also be sure to stay consistent, because that is key when it comes to thrifting and finding good pieces. One of the things that I really liked this day was this mirror. It is so pretty. It looks pretty aged, and it's kind of that brass color on the outside, and it's so pretty. It was just a large oval mirror, and I want to say it was only like $10. You absolutely cannot beat it. so we are back from the thrift store. Those clips were actually filmed about a week and a half ago. I found so many great things that day. I loved all of the brass accents, and there was some greenery. That wicker outdoor patio set was so pretty. Just a lot of really neat things that day. And one of my favorite finds was also that really old, like vintage looking trunk. That thing was so awesome. I absolutely love that. That would make like a great accent piece, or even like a coffee table or something. Super cool. But I only picked up one item that day, so we're gonna go ahead and jump into the haul portion. So I have one item that I picked up from that specific day, and then everything else I've picked up randomly here and there over the last few months. So let's get into it. So the item that I picked up that day when I went thrifting is this brass Bud Vase, and it is actually the Magnolia Home brand. So here is the Magnolia label there on the bottom. Great find. And then here is what the vase looks like. So it has a really skinny neck, and it's just really old school looking, so I really love that. But it also has kind of that modern flair, because I know that this style is pretty popular, but I just really love the way that this looks, even if it wasn't in style. So anyway, a Bud Vase is great. You can just incorporate this pretty much anywhere. I've been playing around with it. I think this would be beautiful all year round, of course, but really pretty incorporated into fall decor, which is oddly enough right around the corner. So this would be really pretty in a hutch. I have my hutch in my dining room right behind me, so this would be great styled on a shelf. I also was playing around with this in my living room. We have like a bench that's kind of like an entryway that we made, and anyway, I had this on a stack of books with some greenery, and it was really pretty as well. I also have a hall tree. It would be pretty on top of that, on a console table, on a fireplace mantle, pretty much anything. But you can add greenery, like I said, or you can just style it as is. Either way, I don't really think you can go wrong with it. But this piece was only $2, and I was super excited when I found it. I love the Magnolia line and the Hearth and Hand line at Target and all of that. So really great find for $2. Okay, moving along to some pieces that I will be incorporating into my home this year for summer. So these are all items that are neutral. You can use these all year round. I plan to do so. I already have used some of these pieces in my spring decor, but then there are a couple that I only use for summer. So I'm gonna go ahead and dive right into it. We're just gonna start picking up things. So this first item here is this crock. I actually found this sometime last year. I can't remember, but it was at a local antique store, and it is very aged looking. I love how it looks. I typically don't like look for Crocks whenever I go thrifting, but I just really loved this one. I thought it was really pretty. I love the neutral colors, and I know Crocks are typically more of a farmhouse staple, but this is something that I think that you could really use in any home decor style if you chose to do so. So I do have a European farmhouse style, which is more with the earth tones mixed with vintage and new and things like that. So that's typically my home decor style, but I just really love this. I've had this styled multiple ways. I've used it on my dining room table as a centerpiece, like I've had florals coming out of it. You can put like spoons in here, pretty much anything. But this is what I found, like I said, last year, and I believe it was only like $12. It was pretty inexpensive for the size of it, but I really love the colors. I think it's super pretty, so I will be using this into my kitchen decor this summer. Okay, so this next item is something that I always keep an eye out for whenever I go thrifting, and that is just really unique bowls. So I found this one actually at a yard sale probably 2 years ago now, and it was only like 50 cents. It's just this wooden bowl. I normally keep produce in it. As you can tell, it's empty currently, but like I said, it was only like 50 cents, and I come across bowls at thrift stores all of the time. Like I said, this one came from a yard sale, but nonetheless, you can find tons at the thrift store as well. So I have scored some other wooden bowls that were more like for serveware. So I have like some salad bowls and like little dishes for like nuts and appetizers and things like that. So anyway, love finding these bowls. I typically keep this one on my stove, and like I said, I'll keep produce in it, but really love how this looks, and this is something that you can use all year round as well. Okay, moving on to more bowls. This one was a thrift store find, and this is like a stoneware type of a bowl. Super pretty. I love the brown. I really love the rich colors in my home, especially in my kitchen, because it is more of a darker kitchen. We do have like the darker cabinets, the blue cabinets and stuff, so I like to incorporate the real earthy, rich colors with that. So I found this bowl. I want to say it was like $4 or $6. It's pretty heavy, and as you can see, I do keep produce in there. So in the summer, I'll keep like lemons, oranges, things like that, more citrus. And then in the fall, I'll incorporate like apples and stuff like that. So just a fun, but also practical way to decorate your home. But I really love this one. Like I said, it's kind of worn looking, very aged. And like I said, it was only around $4. So it's a great way to decorate your kitchen in a practical way, but also add some style as well. Okay, so these next couple of items are also thrift store finds. So this is just a tiny little wooden spoon. I told you guys that I found like a collection of wooden bowls and whatnot, and this actually came with them. So I actually have 2 or 3 of these wooden ones, but I keep this in a canister with my sugar. And then I also have these 2 wooden spoons. So they're just really light wood, but they were like brand new when I found them. So right now they kind of have some staining on them because we do use them pretty regularly. But anyway, I found these. I want to say these were like $1 a piece. And then another thing that is in the wood tone category, if you will, are cutting boards. So I have thrifted multiple cutting boards. This is just a light one. It's pretty small, but you could put like a candle on this if you wanted to, or you could actually use it. We do use this like for charcuterie and things like that. As you can see, it does have the little knife marks in there, but I love using stuff like that that's practical, but also really cute too. So anyway, you can find cutting boards at the thrift store all of the time, along with the wooden spoons. Pretty much everything that I've showed you here recently, you can find pretty regularly at thrift stores. You just have to stay consistent when you go. So moving on to a couple other practical items that I have found at thrift stores over the last few months are these canisters. So I actually have 2 of these. I'll try to pick up the other one real quick. Okay, so I actually have 2 of these. One, like I said, has the sugar in it, and I put that little wooden spoon in there that I just showed you guys, and then the other one I keep oats in there. So these were originally from Home Goods, it says, for $6.99, but I ended up finding these at the thrift store only for $2 a piece. So you cannot beat it. These were brand new whenever I purchased them from the thrift store for $2. So you absolutely cannot beat it. But I just keep these on my counter. We do use the oats pretty regularly, and then I don't use sugar all the time, but I do like to have it out just to have easy access to it. Okay, so another item that I found recently was this lamp. So the shade did not come with it, so just keep that in mind. The shade is actually a part of a lamp that I purchased from Target. So I don't know if you guys have seen them before. I know I shared one in my spring Decorate With Me in the kitchen. I have this little lamp placed in the corner, or the Target one anyway. So Target has like the little lamps that are like $12, I want to say, which is an excellent price for just a little tabletop lamp like this. But I found this one at the thrift store. It is kind of like that faux pottery look. I don't know if you guys can see the texture. It does have a few scuffs on it, but I honestly don't mind that at all. But the lamp, just the base part, was $2, and it was a fantastic price. So I ended up getting this, and then I just took this little white shade off of the Target lamp, and this is what I'm going to be using for summer. So the dark one is what I had for spring, and then I'll keep that out probably for fall and winter as well. But for summer, I wanted to add a little bit of a brighter color, and I found this one, and I thought it was perfect. So like I said, it was like $2 or $4. I can't remember exactly, but either way, just for the lamp, and there's like really nothing wrong with it. Like I said, I don't mind the scuffs on the bottom, and it works just fine. So great piece to incorporate into the kitchen. You can also incorporate these little lamps into like bathrooms or like a console table or anywhere like that, but I really just couldn't pass this up, and I thought it would be great to incorporate this summer. All right, I have 2 more pieces, and then we're gonna go ahead and style these in my kitchen. But this next piece that I have is this tray. So I've actually shared this in a video a few months back. This is a thrifted Pampered Chef tray. So as you can see, it's kind of like woven wicker, and then it does have like really thick handles. This is a great quality tray. It's pretty heavy, and it is very large. As you can see, I want to say this was $6, I think, but like I said, it was part of the Pampered Chef collection, and I found it at the thrift store. So such a wonderful find. I like to keep this, you guys will see here shortly whenever we start decorating, but I like to keep this in the corner, and then I will place this lamp on top with the faux plant and just kind of style it that way. So I love the added texture, and it's just a great way to ground the pieces. So love thrifting trays. You can find trays or baskets, anything like that, at thrift stores all of the time as well. Those are just really common items that I seem to find pretty much every single week when I go. So anyway, you cannot beat it. Just keep an eye out whenever you go thrifting if you are looking for a piece like this to incorporate into your home. Okay, so last but not least is another basket. This one I shared in my spring like home decor haul a while back, but I actually never ended up using it yet until now. So this is a really large picnic basket. As you can see, I have some greenery hanging out of here. So I've already kind of styled this a little bit, just kind of played around with it. But this is a tried and true picnic basket. It does have the handles, as you can see. It also has this buckle here on the front. I'll try to open it up. The plants might get all messed up, but I'll figure it out. So anyway, it does have plates in there. I don't know if you guys can see the pattern or not, but it's like a light blue and ivory stripe. It's super cute, but it came with plates. It came with like silverware. It also has like a little section on this side where you can shove like glass bottles or something like that in there. But I think this is so cute, and I'm planning to put this on top of my refrigerator. I kind of just have like a dead space up there, and there's just not a lot going on, so I wanted to kind of hide some stuff, just like the bare wall with this basket, and I just added the greenery to kind of cascade down the side of the fridge. So I believe I still have a tag on this. Yes, I do. So this one was only $10 at the thrift store, so I love this one. It looks brand new. It's in perfect condition. And like I said, it came with all the silverware and whatnot inside, so you can obviously use this if you wanted to, but I plan to just use it as decor for the time being. So anyway, super cute. I don't come across like really good condition picnic baskets like this very often, but needless to say, you can still find tons and tons of baskets or something along this line if you're wanting to incorporate that into your home. So before we get started decorating, I do want to show you guys a couple other items that we're going to be using in today's video to spruce up my kitchen for summer. So obviously we will be using all of these thrifted pieces that I just shared. Then I have a couple other pieces that I purchased from Target. This will just be a quick haul, so let me go ahead and show you those now. So if you guys have been watching my channel for a little while now, you know that I absolutely love adding in pops of blue into my home. I love the earthy tone palette, so we use blues, greens, ivories, wood tones, just a little bit of everything that is earth tone related, clay colors, things like that. But specifically in my kitchen, we do have blue kitchen cabinets, so you guys will see those here shortly. But I do like to do little accents of blue, and right now in the Hearth and Hand line, they actually have a lot of pretty blue accents. So, and they're really like dainty like pieces of blue, so it's not like loud and in your face or anything. But the first one is this picture. So it's kind of like a pinstripe, a little bit wider of a pinstripe, but anyway, this was actually a gift. I want to say this was like, I can't remember, like a Mother's Day gift or something from my mom. She actually gifted me one. So anyway, but this picture is so pretty. It's part of the Hearth and Hand line. Like I said, it is pretty deep. And it looks like this was originally $19.99, but it does have like the concrete base, and it's just really pretty. So I love adding this into my kitchen. I think it looks really good. And then another item that is Hearth and Hand are some kitchen towels. So I love getting new kitchen towels every season because, to be honest with you, I don't use like a ton each season. I pretty much just reuse the same ones over and over, so they get really worn out. So I like to incorporate new ones once those get worn out. So anyway, long story short, I ended up purchasing these for summer. So this was a 2-pack. They're kind of just like that drop cloth material, but then it has like the faint blue in there, so it matches the picture really well. So this came in a 2-pack, like I said. I want to say the 2-pack was like maybe $9.99 or less. I know it was no more than $9.99, but anyway, I like to add these on my stove and my dishwasher and things like that, and we use these every single day. I just wash them regularly. And then the last part that was Hearth and Hand were these pot holders. So these came in a 2-pack. Again, I want to say it was less than $10 for the 2-pack, but this one is more of a wide plaid, and then this one is more of a pinstripe. But I really love these colors. I think it's super pretty, and I like to have these layered on the side of my kitchen cabinets. I do have like a wrought iron like kind of towel rack over here, so I'll layer these on there. But I love incorporating this into the summer as well, and again, I use these every time we cook. Okay, just a couple more items. These are greenery. So this actually came from Target as well. It's just one of those little mini wreaths that they have. These are $10. They come in all different types of greenery and whatnot. But anyway, I have a faux plant also from Target that's like the $5 ones that matches this wreath. So I thought that it would go really well into the kitchen. And again, I'll be hanging this on the side of my kitchen cabinets along with these pot holders, kind of layering those together. So it has the little hook there in the back. So we'll be using that today as well. And then one more thing that is greenery related. And these actually is just a bundle that I kind of just put together. There are two, let's see, yes, there are two of these like fern kind of like picks. Those were, I believe, They came from Hobby Lobby and I got them half off. I want to say I paid like $3.50 for them, half off. And then I also have this one incorporated into it as well. It kind of looks more like a vine of some sort, and that one was around the same price. So anyway, I'm going to be using these because you guys know I do love a less is more concept, but I do love like statements because of the less is more. So this will be a part of my statement in the kitchen. All right, you guys, that is all for the haul portion. Let's go ahead and style these areas real quick. Alright you guys, so the section that we're going to style first is actually next to my stove. I just have this little tray and some cookbooks underneath, and I decided to take that crock that I found at the antique store, and I'm placing some of those florals that I found from Hobby Lobby inside. Like I mentioned earlier, I do like to take one statement piece in my main living areas, and this would be considered the statement piece in my kitchen. It is very simple, yet it is earthy and just sets the tone for the room. Moving along to another section, it is actually next to my kitchen sink under our kitchen cabinets. I'm just going to be taking that round wicker tray that I found at the thrift store and going to ground the lamp here and also the little green floral plant that you see there setting as well. The tray and the lamp were both thrifted, as you guys saw in the haul portion of today's video, and then the plant is actually the $5 plant that I was talking about earlier. That is from Target, and I will have that link down below if you're interested. Next thing I'm going to be taking is a variety of cutting boards. I'm just going to be layering those just to hide the cord of the lamp. It'll just make it look a little bit more finished. And then I'm going to be taking that Stoneware Bowl and placing it alongside the cutting boards as well. And then also my salt and pepper grinders. To give this space more of a finished look, I'm going to be taking that Hearth and Hand pitcher and placing my wooden spoons inside. This will add some texture and also add a little bit of brightness and color to this space. Moving along to the next area, this is an area that I have next to my coffee pot. So this is kind of our little coffee station, if you will. I'm just taking those thrifted canisters with the thrifted wooden spoon and placing it inside of the sugar. And then to hide the cord and the outlet, I'm just going to be taking that mini charcuterie board that I showed you guys in the haul portion as well, and just layering it next to the outlet and having a little plant inside of it, or in front of it, for a pop of greenery. And then on this side of my kitchen cabinets here, I'm going to be layering that Target wreath and also the Hearth and Hand pot holders. Again, this will just add some brightness and some texture to the space. And if you're interested in the kitchen towel rack and the hooks, I will have those linked down below in the description. And here is the final product. Like I said, when it comes to thrifting, you can find so many things that you can use all year round. All of these items that I shared today, I find to be very practical and also neutral. And again, I can use them every single season of the year. So it's really nice to get a bang for your buck. And you're also saving so much money when you thrift. So let me know which piece was your favorite in today's video as far as the thrifted decor goes. And also let me know which section you enjoyed the best. I also want to mention, just to show you guys a little bit of a styling tip, this is that Magnolia Bud Vase that I wanted to share with you guys. So I just decided to place it next to the Hearth and Hand pitcher with some greenery, again for some more color. you guys, that is all for today's video. As always, if you enjoy all things simple living, affordable decorating, and thrifting, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. That way I know you enjoy this type of content. And if you are new here, I hope you consider subscribing to my channel today. I would love to have you here in this space. I have some other summer home decor content linked down below in my description. It is a playlist titled Summer 2022. It has some neutral decorating in there as well if you're interested in that, and lots of thrifting inspiration here on my channel. The rest of the summer I plan to incorporate tons more home decor content along with thrifting as well, and then in August we are hitting up all things fall, so I am super pumped for that. I know it sounds a little bit early, but I'm just thrilled. So today is actually like 84 degrees and it is wonderful. We've had like 100-degree weather, so the 80s is perfect. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that bell notification. That way you're notified every time I post. I typically post 1 to 2 videos a week, and be on the lookout for my next videos. Thank you guys so much again, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.